everybody, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. You are watching Samantha's Epicure cooking class, and you're in for a treat because even though it is 8:30 in the evening, we are making breakfast. We are going to do bacon in our multi-purpose steamer, sheet pan pancakes, hello whoever just popped on, and crustless apple pie, which is a really yummy desserty kind of thing, but also healthy enough that you don't have to feel bad about indulging. So like I mentioned, my name is Christy. I'm from southeastern Wisconsin. I live here with my husband Dave of almost 11 years, and our two girls, Morgan, who is 5, and Emily, who is 2.5. And I've been with Epicure since October 2019. And hello, Samantha. So before I get into prizes, since we have something that needs to go into the oven tonight, I am going to put our, get our pancakes cooking. So this is one of our standard sheet pans. I have on one of our standard sheet pan liners. It covers the entire pan. This is silicone, so that means that it's non-stick, dishwasher safe, really easy to clean, and is heat safe up to 425 degrees. Hello, Katie. And then I'm going to show you our quarter sheet pan liners. This comes in a set of 2, so you can tell that your set of 2 quarter sheet pan liners fit perfectly side by side on your standard sheet pan. We also have quarter sheet pans that come in a set of 2. Obviously that is that same size, but I have found that with my sheet pan pancakes, it just makes more sense for me to use this size because it is a lot easier for me to flip out of there. So I'm going to show you, doesn't everybody do this, or do you guys think I'm gross? So I'm going to butter these pans. I just took a stick of butter out of the fridge. I didn't realize that we didn't have any that were halfway gone. And I don't typically butter or oil my silicone when I'm using it because it is non-stick. You just got the quarter sheet pan liners, awesome. I don't typically do this, but I have found with pancakes, it is very important to do this step. I've been experimenting with skipping it, and it has been bad news every time. I haven't been able to get my pancakes out in one piece. So I just kind of put a little bit of butter on there, and now, as I put my pancakes on here, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what we've got going on tonight. So, first of all, let's talk about some prizes. What is a virtual cooking class or a virtual party without prizes, right? So, first of all, we have a prize just for participation. So that means telling me that you are watching this video, introducing yourself, going back to our games and playing them. If you're watching the replay, please let us know that you caught the replay. All of those count as your participation points. So we do have a prize just for participation. We also have bonus points towards that participation prize. One way that you can get bonus points is by placing an order. In fact, we kind of have a bonus point drawing. So when you place your order by Friday, this week Friday, you will be put in a special drawing just for you all who are early birds, and somebody's going to get a free meal solution out of that. So wow, I made a double batch and this made a lot. I wasn't expecting this. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave a little bit in there. You know what, I'm gonna go big or go home. Let's just do this. So we're gonna have an early bird drawing for whoever places their order by Friday. We also have bonus points for people who book a cooking class. Now, I know that there are some of you who are going to want to book a cooking class because, first of all, it's nice to get our friends together, whether it's in person or virtually, to share good food and some tips that are really going to help them save some time in the kitchen. I mean, what would you guys do with an extra 30 minutes every night? This has totally changed the way that I cook for the better. Everything is easier not only with cooking my food and prepping my food, but also with the cleanup because everything that I'm using is really easy to clean and dishwasher safe. So I know that there are going to be some of you who will want to share this with your friends and family just simply because you are doing them a great service by doing that. And then you get bonus points for joining us. Now, I know that nobody got on this video because you're looking for a new job, but honestly, in October, 2019, when I had my in-home cooking class, I didn't think that I was going to get into direct sales again. I thought that that was just something that I was done with. But I was a brand new stay-at-home mom, and that was never really anything that my husband and I thought that we would do. But one day I sat down and did the math, and between childcare and working, I was only bringing home $200 a month, and I'm like, well, this doesn't really make sense. So I quit my job. And that was kind of scary because I'm the type of person who really likes to know what comes next. So when I had my cooking class, I watched this woman do this cooking class in my kitchen. She was in and out of my house in like an hour, and she got orders, she got 3 bookings, she had a lot of excitement here, and I thought, you know what, maybe I could do that. On those months that I was feeling a little bit nervous, maybe I could do that. Also, I knew that we would be using a lot of these products, so having a great discount would be really nice too. So I mostly signed up for the discount with the intention of doing a class here and there. But when my business flipped to completely virtual a year ago, things just completely exploded. And you want to know why? It's because I'm doing most of my business right here in my own kitchen. That is incredible. So I'm going to wear this outfit to bed. I'm going to take out my earrings and wash my face. But how many jobs do you get where you get to prep your breakfast and then wash your face and go to bed and get paid for it on Friday? It's so much fun. And it just has completely simplified our routine here, and we are really enjoying it. But let me tell you, I have an in-person class coming up in 2 weeks, and I am super excited about that too. So anyhow, you will get bonus points for joining us as well. So what we've got going on here are our sheet pan pancakes. I'm gonna go ahead and put this in my preheated oven. It's preheated to 400 degrees. I'm taking out my muffins that I had in there. And I'm gonna just set my alarm for 20 minutes. And you know what, guys? I'm thinking that I will probably be done talking before my oven goes off. So I will just share a video of me peeling that off. So yes, so excited about less cooking and cleaning time. Absolutely. So what do we do next? Let's talk about what Epicure is. So we're actually a 24-year-old company that is from Canada. So we've been in Canada for almost 25 years. We are a household name there, and we are pretty brand new here in the United States. So we first launched here in August of 2019, and it's just been like a crazy wild ride since then. I knew that this would really take off because who doesn't want to learn how to simplify their routine? But we are debt-free, we are family-owned, a mother-daughter team, and what we focus on is clean ingredients, and that's what's really intrigued me when I learned about Epicure, because I am a label reader. We have some food sensitivities, so we have something called a never ever list, and this is a list of dozens of ingredients that you will never ever find in any of our products. There are things on here like gluten, peanuts, actually any nuts, high fructose corn syrup, artificial colors, flavors, sweeteners, lots of really nasty things. Like I had somebody message me with a big long list, and one of them was hydrogenated oil. She said that that's really hard to avoid, and I was like, I think that's on our list, and it definitely is. So I was really, really excited about our never ever list. Yes, Samantha, it's really what drew me in. So that is our never ever list. But we also focus on time-saving cookware and urban spice blends. So I have my multi-purpose steamer here. Give me some hearts if you know what a steamer is, our microwave cooking. And I've already done 2 batches of bacon in here. And I just want to show you what it looks like to clean out my multi-purpose steamer after I've done a couple rounds of bacon. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. It's like dripping bacon grease. This has cooled off, and you can see I'm pretty accident prone, so maybe I shouldn't do this, but this has probably got a good half a cup of grease in the bottom, so you can see me, yes. So I'm just gonna pour this bacon grease into this cup. All right, guys, now what I would do next if I was completely done cooking my bacon in this steamer is I would just put a little bit of warm water in here, let it sit for a couple minutes, wipe out the debris that is in the bottom, and toss it in my dishwasher. But I am not done yet. We're gonna have some pancakes in there too. We are going to cook a batch of bacon in here. Now, a little bit about our silicone. Maybe you're sitting here thinking, what on earth is this person doing? Why is she putting food in the microwave? Why is she putting meat in the microwave? I get it. I was you. In fact, when I had my cooking class a year and a half ago, the girl had to do a sheet pan meal because I didn't even have a microwave out. It was in my coat closet since 2012. We actually put it in there and bought a toaster oven and never looked back. We never missed it. So I told her that she had to do a sheet pan meal, and I ended up signing up to be a consultant the day after my cooking class. And I remember talking to her, I'm like, do I really have to talk about microwaving? I haven't used my microwave in years. And she's like, you know what, Christy, it's your business and you can do whatever you want, but I will encourage you to do some research. So I did, and there's actually a Harvard study from 2019 that states that microwave steaming is one of the healthiest ways that you can cook your food because of the shorter cook time and the fact that you don't need to use any extra water or oil. And that really intrigued me. So the way that we had been cooking was really time consuming. It was also steam cooking, but it was stovetop. So it was really, really time consuming. And I thought, you know, my kids are kind of impatient at 1 and 2.5 or 3, and perhaps if I could cut down this cook time, they wouldn't cry so much and whine so much, and you know, microwaving probably isn't that bad. So I decided to bring my microwave out of the closet and start experimenting with it. And honestly, guys, I haven't gone back. So I'm gonna check out these comments. So, yay, your multi-purpose steamer arrived today. That's so exciting. So with any grease cleanup, yes, it makes grease cleanup a lot easier. And yes, so sounds like, I hope I'm saying your name right, Katie. So yes, the toaster oven is really nice for cooking for one too, and it's like you don't even have to clean it. So I really like that too. And honestly, so this is my toaster oven. It's got a square pan. I can fit one of my quarter sheet pan liners on here. I kind of roll it under, and I use that in my toaster oven too. I think you're not really supposed to, but I do because it really helps. You don't have to buy that parchment paper, the aluminum foil anymore. So I have my bacon in here, just one straight line. You might have noticed that I was kind of shoving the ends down here. I'm just gonna tell you guys, this pack of bacon has kind of been a wild card for me. The last couple times that I've gotten bacon at Costco, it's been different every time. And I think I need to find a different brand to buy that's more consistent because I never really know what it's going to do. So I'm gonna put this in there for 5 minutes. So 1 minute per slice, and then we will see what this looks like. So that's 5 minutes there. All right, check out these comments. So you'd be lost without your microwave. Hey, you know what? That's okay. And honestly, now, Samantha, I would be so lost without it. We actually invested in really fancy cookware in, I don't know, like 2 years after we were married. And since we spent so much money on it, like I really felt like that's what I needed to do every single day. I have absolutely no guilt not using that cookware anymore because I have so much more time since I'm like not spending nearly as much time cooking or cleaning anymore. Okay, so what else can you cook in your steamer? I'm going to tell you just about everything. So we're doing bacon right now. It's about 1 minute per slice, sometimes a little bit more, depending on your microwave. I can also do about a pound of chicken or a pound of hamburger, about 4 to 5, sometimes 6 minutes. I can actually do up to 5 pounds of hamburgers in my multi-purpose steamer in about 20 minutes. I do stop and I mash it with my meat separator probably 3 or 4 times. This thing is amazing. So you can do all kinds of meat, fish, things like that. Vegetables, fresh or frozen. You can do your grains, so your noodles, rice, quinoa, oatmeal. Obviously you have to put water in there, but it is a lot easier cleanup and a lot quicker as well. What else? Popcorn. People really love it for popcorn. I'm not a popcorn eater, but it's a nice way to have quick and easy microwave popcorn that you don't have to wonder what in the world chemical makeup is in that bag that's making it taste so yummy. You can actually flavor it however you want. So after you pop your kernels in your steamer without any oil or butter, you can go ahead and maybe melt a little bit of oil or butter on your popcorn and then add your seasoning. You can actually use like our mac and cheese. You can just sprinkle a little bit of that on there and it can be nice and cheesy. Lots of different options there. So yes, this is really great for guacamole. I'm glad that you said this. I use this for bananas, for banana bread as well. It's great that your kids love popcorn because it's cheap and it's easy and it's filling. So that's good. And eggs. Eggs is the other big things that I definitely use my steamers for a lot. And we have a couple different sizes, so multi-purpose is in there. I've also got my rectangular steamer here. This is what we're going to use for our crustless apple pie. I just used my chef knife, super sharp ceramic knife, never has to be sharpened. Be sure to use this correctly though, guys. You should mostly be using this on like your slippery skin fruits and vegetables, not like sweet potatoes, not hard gourds or anything like that. You will snap the blade, but it is amazing for those things that are usually like tomatoes and peppers, things that are usually really hard to cut. And then I cut it on my flexible cutting mat. This actually comes in a set of 4, 2 big ones, 2 small ones. Love these guys. I use them like multiple times every day, and honestly, I just usually like wipe it off, rinse it off, and use it at the next meal. Yeah, definitely. Without the chemicals, it does make popcorn a lot more appealing. Just make sure that you guys are using fresher kernels. If you've had those kernels in the back of your cupboard for like a couple years, they probably won't pop very well. Make sure that your kernels are nice and fresh. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and season my apples for my crustless apple pie. And just making sure that I got all of my foods there for our steamers. And this is a really nice like indulgent dessert that you don't have to feel guilty about. So I have my apple pie spice. You could put a lot of different things on here, pumpkin pie spice, cinnamon. We even have things like cocoa crunch or summer berry. And then once that bacon is done, I'm just gonna put this in my microwave for about 2 minutes, probably 2 to 3 minutes. And then this is it's gonna smell like apple pie. It's gonna be nice and soft. And then we are going to top it with some summer berry fruit dip. I gotta smell this to make sure it's my yogurt. Yes, it is my yogurt. Okay, it's not sour cream. It's not a mayonnaise. You never know when you sell dips what in the world could be in the fridge and what my husband might have moved while I was gone. So I am going to take my summer berry sweet dip mix. This is my 4-in-1 spice spoon. This is designed to fit perfectly in our jars. Tablespoon, teaspoon, half teaspoon, quarter teaspoon. And then I want to show, well, let's do this first so I don't forget. I'm just going to put about a tablespoon in there. And I want to show you, I got home at like 7:45. And I've just been kind of baking since then. I'm going to be gone this weekend, so I'm kind of prepping all of this in hopes that my kids eat like healthy when I'm gone this weekend. So one of the things that my kids really love are these cocoa muffins. It's only a couple ingredients, super easy to make. It's not Epicure in here, but I am using an Epicure pan. This has cooled off because I took this out of my oven actually exactly when I started this class. That's why I was about a minute late. And you would have to put this, it's our perfect petites pan, on a sheet pan. My sheet pan is actually on my roll-up rack. Don't get dizzy, guys. Do you see my roll-up rack right there? So that rack is really nice because it helps extend my counter space, and it's a really convenient cooling rack when you need a wide area to put something on, like a sheet pan. So I did not butter or oil this pan, and it is pretty much just popping out. So I just make sure that these, whenever I make something like little muffins in any of my silicone products, I just make sure that they are completely cooled before I pop them out of the pan. And yes, the roll-up rack is Epicure. I think it's like $35. I was just at my mom's house. She had a cooking class for me last week, and she's like, that's expensive. I'm like, it is not expensive. It's very useful. So I love mine. I use it every day, definitely. I also love this Petite pan and my spoon because this measuring spoon fits perfectly into these little rectangle holes, helps you to fill them, or else if you're putting like little crusts in there, you can pat them down, and it's exactly the same size. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this back over here, and then I actually had a little bit of batter left. These ones aren't cool enough, but this is just an example of our muffin pan that comes in a set of 2, so there's enough to make 12. All right, so I do have my multi-purpose steamer on a dinner plate while making bacon. And the reason for that is because I usually do a couple batches at once, and it gets hot. The steamer does get hot, and also our multi-purpose steamer is a little bit more unstable than some of our other steamers just because of the shape of it. So can you use it a dish drying rack? Yes, you absolutely can. That's one of the intended uses is a drying rack, and also for like rinsing food as well. Like you can put your strawberries right on the rack. Let me grab it. My pan is cool enough. So this is the actual size of it, and these holes, like a strawberry wouldn't fit through here, but like blueberries and raspberries would. So I love that. When they came out about a year ago, I was so excited. Okay, so this bacon still needs about 2 minutes, and you just kind of get to know that from experience. So this is what it looks like so far. I'm going to set this aside and just show you what my other bacon looks like that I did. So a thing of bacon has, let's see, 36 or 5, 10, 16 pieces. And so my first batch I did straight across. My second batch I twisted. You can hear it that it's crunching as I'm pulling it apart. We like our bacon really crispy. And then this other batch would be like the straight across here as well, but it needs about 2 more minutes. So that is your crispy bacon in the microwave, approximately 1 minute per slice, depending on the brand of bacon that you purchased is really what I'm figuring out. I think I have to go back to the Aldi brand. So back to our dip mix. This is our summer berry dip mix in some plain Greek yogurt. You can mix this with almond yogurt or vanilla yogurt. You can mix this with whipped cream or like Cool Whip or half Cool Whip and half yogurt, cream cheese. It's lots of different things that you can do with this sweet dip mix. And our Cocoa Crunch, or you could simply use these to like put in your pancake mix or your muffins, or to top your oatmeal. There's lots of different things that you could do with those. I am really glad that I have those because if my kids aren't eating something, I usually just put that on it, and it's sprinkles. Do you want strawberry sprinkles or chocolate sprinkles? And then no matter what it is, even vegetables, they typically take a couple bites after I put some sprinkles on there. Okay, so these are our apples. After 2 minutes, they are nice and soft, and I cut these pretty thick. So these are nice and soft, and you can top with your sweet dip. You can eat just like this. This is just a really nice, yummy snack for the evening when you are craving something sweet. All right, so now I want to tell you a little bit about the other different spices that we have, and then we will be all done. So we are going to talk about our pantry switches. So Epicure does have some really fantastic options for typical things that you would find in a U.S. pantry. So some examples would be like mac and cheese, ranch. So all of our switches come in a powder form, which means that they are going to go a lot longer, last a lot longer. You're going to be able to mix them with whatever your family eats or can eat or prefers to eat. So we've got ranch either as a dip or as a dressing or even as a dry seasoning. Our fajita seasoning has 0 milligrams sodium, while the store brand has over 400. So there's a caramel. Yes, there is a caramel sauce. There definitely is, and it's delicious, and that's why I don't make it, because I definitely don't need caramel sauce just hanging out in my fridge, because I would eat it by the spoonful. You can also use our caramel sauce mix to make whipped coffee. The coffee that you would use that in place of your sugar. So it would be that would be in place of the sugar, and then you use your instant coffee, your hot water, and then top it with milk. So let me know if you want that actual recipe if you're not familiar with what whipped coffee is. Okay, now back to this. We have a broth, so we have a chicken or a nourish broth. They're interchangeable because it's like labeling thing, you can't call it chicken broth anymore, or a vegetable broth, super flavorful and a lot less sodium, and definitely goes a longer way, so you don't have to open up that big box of broth and then next time you need broth wonder when the last time you used it if it's still good. So this is really nice. All of this stuff you can make as much or as little as your family needs. Yes, always need broth. We have a 3-onion dip mix that will substitute your Lipton onion soup mix or just regular onions as well. Yes, it is delicious, Samantha. That's like what got me through like the first 4 months of the pandemic when we weren't really going anywhere, because I like my coffee treat like once or twice a week, and that's just something really quick and easy that you can make at home. And then our chocolate pudding is amazing, guys. I am not typically a chocolate person, but we are mostly a dairy-free family. My daughter has a dairy allergy, and our chocolate pudding is vegan, and it actually sets up with whatever milk your family uses, whether it is the dairy milk or rice milk or almond, coconut, whatever. It's super delicious. So, all right, so those are our pantry switches. We have our meal solutions, which go back to our post to learn about these. These are basically your hamburger helper for the health-conscious person. Lots of different uses for these. Definitely think outside of what you see on this package. We have recipes on the back. Also tons of recipes on our website. I lied to you guys, that's my pancakes. Let me see what these look like. These actually look done. Since I filled them up so much, they're like heavy. Okay, and I didn't drop them. Okay, so those are our meal solutions. Check out that post. We have tons and tons of flavors right now. And then we have some specials. So we have our Epic Life collection. This is basically our collection that will teach you how to eat proper portions to be healthy. And a lot of times a side effect of learning how to eat this way is that you will lose weight in inches. So you can either follow our Epic Life challenge. It's free to join, and we have a wonderful Facebook group that you can join as well, and I can give you more details on that. Or you can simply choose this collection because it is an incredible value right now. It's typically 10% off. It's typically 15% off, but now it's an extra 10% off over that 15. So yes, the mac and cheese, actually my mom made the mac and cheese for my dad for the first time 2 nights ago, and he was just woofing it down, and finally she goes, "So you like those noodles, huh?" And he's like, "Yeah, what'd you do to them this time?" So my dad is totally meat and potatoes, and he mentioned it to me again today. So yes, mac and cheese is delicious. So that is the Epic Life collection. We also have every month in this year, we have a 30 days of what's for dinner collection. I know that Samantha had commented on that. This is very family friendly this month. You get meal solutions, you get spices, and also a digital meal plan and a digital grocery list. Love this. The best way to get to know Epic here is through collections, because you really get a great variety and a great value. Okay. So that is the product part of Epic here. Now I'm going to tell you guys how to go shopping. So Samantha's link would have posted. Ooh, what time is it? Ooh, just a couple minutes ago. And what you're going to do is click that link and then click on shop, and then either choose food or cookware and then collections, and definitely check that out. And if you are filling up your cart and you're like, man, my wish list is a lot bigger than I expected, then maybe you might consider having a cooking class, because not only do our hosts get free and discounted products, but also you get the opportunity to share these products with your friends and family. Perhaps you have somebody in your life who just figured out that they need to be gluten-free or low sodium or low glycemic, any of those. You could really be helping those people. Plus, it's just really fun to bring people together right now, whether, like I mentioned, whether it's virtually or in person, whatever you feel most comfortable with. So there's definitely going to be some of you who want to book a cooking class, and I do have $20 booking vouchers, a bonus for you above your host rewards for those of you who book off of Samantha's class. She also gets extra rewards as well, and we have these skewers that everybody is going crazy over. This is our May host gift, and Samantha, you are eligible for that. Otherwise, our round steamer is available for half off, and this steamer is like the same size as our multi-purpose steamer, but a lot sturdier. But it doesn't come with the tray for crisping. Or maybe you're thinking, man, I really think that I would use this stuff all the time. I could really use a great discount on this. Or maybe this would make a difference to my family to have an extra stream of income. And if you're thinking that, I'm going to encourage you to check out our business kit. It is $99 and you get over $225 worth of food, cookware, and supplies to help you get your business started right. So I would love to teach you how to build a business and make an income that really makes a difference to your family. It really surprised me when my team grew to leadership, and I'm making a lot more than my mortgage, all from my kitchen, and it's just really nice to be able to do this for my family and with my family. Good thing that my kids are in bed, because usually it's like a train wreck if they're with me, but sometimes it's fun. Or maybe you're just thinking that you would love a discount on these products, and I would love to show you how to do that too. So if you are thinking about that, go ahead and send me a message. I would love to give you just a little bit more information so that you can make an educated choice. I don't want you to miss out either on the business or on the booking side of this. So I will be around for questions, and I'm excited to get to know you guys, and I hope that you have a good rest of your night. And I will show you what this looks plated. I think that my pancakes are too hot for me to flip it out of there, but I will show you how that looks. So thanks, guys. Bye-bye.